each of us there are two natures. If this primitive duality of man, good and evil, could be housed in separate identities, life would be relieved of all that is unbearable. It is the curse of mankind that these polar twins should be constantly struggling.
He's beyond help, Henry.
Satanthus still has a soul, as pure and as good as yours or mine. He's trapped inside a dark and terrible world. A broken mind is the cruelest of all prisons. There must be a way to help him.
Death will help him, Henry.
My theories convince me that it's a better solution.
Speaking as your lawyer, Henry, I'd say your theories are more dangerous than he is. All our colleagues agree that you're trespassing on hallowed ground in your experiment with the human mind.
Our colleagues are cowards, Satanthus, afraid of what they don't understand. How can we call ourselves civilized men if we're not prepared to help him? And every wretched soul like him.
I admire your tenacity, Henry, but I question your philosophy. You're a gifted man. Use your gifts wisely. The Board of Governors meeting is in 10 minutes. I warmly recommend you not be late for it.
Lost in the darkness, silent sorrow to once there was morning, now endless night. If I could reach you, I'd guide you and teach you to walk from the darkness back into the light. Deep in your silence, please try to hear me. I'll keep you near me till night passes by. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. I'll never give up till the day that I die. Good night, Father. I need to know the nature of the demons that possess man's soul. I need to know why man's content to let them make him less than a whole. Why do men revel in murder and mayhem? What is it makes them be less than they should? Why is man doomed not to reach his potential? His soul is black when he turns his back upon God. I need to find a way to get inside the tortured mind of man. I need to try to separate the good and evil. If I can, why does a wise man take leave of his senses? Where is the fine line where sanity
Society's mosque, it's society's way, and the truth is that it's all a facade. There's a face that we hide in case the nightmare appears, and we're siding inside, hiding all of our fears. Is our true self locked inside the facade? Got no ready cure, and I'm certain life is terribly hard
when your life's off the start. Look around you, I have found you. Cannot tell by looking at the surface what is lurking in it. See that face, now I'm prepared to bet you what you see is not what you get, 'cause man's a master of deceit. So life is a secret.
In the street isn't one man but two.
Every phony thing you see pretends about fantasy to be a civic in the society of paragon of society. But secretly love with notoriety. Ladies and gentlemen, for you, which none of them ever admits. They have sailors, listeners, and crooks and hookers and
by the Secretary of the Board of Governors, Mr. Simon Stride.
Let's get on with it.
Proposition number 929, presented by Dr. Henry Jekyll.
Order!
The
chairman will address the board.
My friends, as governors of St. Jude's Hospital, we are all well aware of the highly controversial nature of Dr. Jekyll's research. Our high regard for his work and his reputation demands that he be given a proper hearing, and that we now happily accord him.
I'll not happily accord that madman anyway.
Bessie?
Thank you, Sir Danvers. Distinguished governors, I have glimpsed the future, seen miracles that stun the mind, marvels whose science can find to shape tomorrow for mankind, and I can show them to you if you wish me to.
Well, I for one do not wish you to.
Friends, you're aware there are two sides to each of us, good and evil, compassion and hate. If we could extract all the evil from each of us, think of the world that we could create. A world without anger or violence or strife, where man wouldn't kill anymore. A world of compassion, where passion for life would banish the madness of war. I'm close to finding the key to duality, chemical formula which could and would alter the patterns of man's personality, guiding him either to evil or good. Weigh the potential, the great possibilities, colleagues, dear friends, understand. We have a chance to make history here in our hand.
And what if you're right, Jekyll, and you do separate good from evil? What happens to the evil?
There are doomed, broken souls and 1,000 asylums left there to rot for the lack of a plan. In the name of compassion and medical science, I can save many lives if you'll give me one man.
I tell you now, the church will never sanction this sacrilege.
You seem to be treading on dangerous ground. In legal terms, I'd say extremely unsound.
The whole thing's a Christian barbaric God. You're playing with fire when you start to play God. The bishop speaks for all of us when he says you're playing God. There's such a thing as ethics, over which you ride roughshod.
You're a doctor, not a savior, Dr. Jekyll, for a start. But I judge from your behavior, you can't tell the two apart. Dear Mr. Stride, I am simply a scientist. I have a code to which I remain true. I don't aspire to the stature of moralist. I leave pretension like that's too real.
I've always encouraged your enterprise, and I've been hopeful that you would succeed. But in the face of these powerful arguments, I see no choice but for you to concede.
I know my fate is yours to choose, but if they win, the world will lose, and I am on the brink of great success. I beg you, governors, you must say yes.
Dr. Jekyll, enough of your acting, sir. This is our hospital here to save lives.
Do you think we will let you play that with all the high principles for which you strive?
Do you expect us to compromise all that we stand for in doubting your dangerous games?
How many rules should we break for your dearest?
Can't you see, I am not playing games. Just give me the opportunity.
This whole thing's to be done.
Open up your eyes and see. Unless you listen to me.
Please, what's your time?
Damn it, man, can't you see you're on your own?
No fools, you fools! Don't get the rules. Self-civilized men. If ever I needed further justification for my experiment, gentlemen, you have just provided it. Just look at what has happened here. Mix anger with a touch of fear. The danger's all too crystal clear. Just look at you. Our darker side keeps breaking through. Observe it now, it's me and you. The evil that all men can do must be controlled. I beg of you,
Distinguished governors, your verdict, please. All those in favor, say aye. All those opposed, nay.
Nay!
Sir Danvers.
Abstain.
By 5 votes to none with 1 abstention, Proposition 929 is hereby rejected. Thank you for your time, Dr. Jekyll.
Who'd like to take me to lunch? Maisie?
I've heard enough demented babbling for one day, Herbert, without listening to you for 2 hours.
I'm truly sorry, Henry. I did try to warn you.
Rejected everything. Totally.
You know they think you're completely insane.
They're hypocrites, John. Every last one of them.
Yes, but they are powerful hypocrites. You should exercise greater caution.
My father, he can't afford caution. 7 years ago, I started out on this alone. And it's alone I'll see it through to its conclusion. Who are they to judge what I am doing? They know nothing of the endless possibilities I see. It's ludicrous, I'm bound by their decisions.
Seems vision is a word they've never heard.
If it mattered less, I treat it with derision. It's absurd.
And yet the fact remains. Those bastards hold the reins.
If you live around here, you need cash in the bank. 'Cause the houses round here are all flashy and swank. And the front bit is what's called a facade.
If you live around here, you need lots of enough. If you live in town, dear, then you must all dash.
Pleasure parties and hard here to create a facade.
Who does this Jekyll fellow think he is, anyway? Half an hour late. Shows up when he feels like it.
Impertinence like that in the army would have earned him a good flogging.
He's lucky he lives in modern times. Today's penalties for heresy are not what they should be.
Well, laws are always subject for revision, Basil. I always say, when in doubt, hang on.
Absolutely. Good for you, Percy.
And we're lucky that we have you to protect modern morality, Your Grace.
Yes, you are. And I am glad you appreciate it.
I think Jekyll does all this stuff about helping the poor. I've lived in St. James all my life. I'm damned if I've ever seen a poor person.
Well, I think he's mad, if you must know. You, Danvers! We were just talking about your future son-in-law.
Yes.
I think you're mad to allow him to marry your daughter.
Well, that is not father's decision, Lady Beaconsfield. It's mine.
Don't worry, Bessie. Whatever your views on him as a scientist, Emma assures me that Henry Jekyll is impeccable husband material.
Well, it's less than impeccable to be late for one's own engagement party. Shows a remarkable lack of style.
Oh, the comments on style, madam, should not be made by those who have none.
I quite agree. Thank God I've been blessed with more than my share of it.
Yes, you're certainly full of your share of it.
Thank you, Emma. You're very perceptive. You've always been my favorite.
Ah, the late Henry Jekyll.
Sir Danvers, forgive me, sir. Darling, I'm sorry.
Nothing to forgive, dear boy. Why, I'm thinking of inviting the guests for the day after the wedding, so that you two will appear to be on time.
One more thing I'll need to be grateful to you for, sir. Together with your gracious goodwill, your strength of support, and your delightful daughter. Yes, the 10 weeks to the wedding will be the longest of my life.
This is your 10 minutes before the Board of Governors this afternoon were just about the longest of mine.
Sorry, sir. I have to stand by what I believe.
Even if it means antagonizing the established authority in the process.
Well, especially then, sir. And with respect. Your colleagues are not the established authority, merely the established prejudice.
I want to be proud of you, Henry.
Then I beg you, sir, act them. Listen to me.
Emma, I can only hope to be more successful at coping with Henry than I am.
Well, you're lucky, Papa. He's marrying me, not you.
Sir Danvers, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, to the intolerably happy couple. Henry, may all your research result in discoveries as dazzling as this one. Emma and Henry.
Dr. Jekyll, the depth of your and Emma's happiness together is exceeded only by the depth of my delight for you both.
Thank you, Mr. Straight. Your civility is exceeded only by the depth of your sincerity. Miss Carew, may I have the first dance?
Dr. Jekyll, you may have every dance.
Every dance? Emma, now you know perfectly well that I build my entire social life around that of Lady Beaconsfield. Oh, I must save some gravelling time for her. By the way, is there a Lord Beaconsfield?
He died 30 years ago.
Sensible fellow.
You have the diplomacy and the delicacy of Attila the Hun. You know, my love, I do sometimes wish you were as diplomatic as you are outspoken.
The way we are. I'm outspoken, and you're a diplomat. Well, I imagine if you had presented my case this afternoon to the Board of Governors instead of me, I bet I would have got what I wanted.
Henry Jekyll, you know perfectly well you always end up getting what you want. You are nothing if not persistent. That's certainly how you got me. But somehow you have an equal gift for always getting yourself into trouble along the way. Why is that?
Sometimes I see beyond the horizon, sure of my way where I am going. But where's the prize I have my eyes on? Where there is just no knowing. Then when despair tears me in two, who can I turn to but you? You know who I am. Take me as I am.
So if you're torn in two, my love, which half do I get?
The good half, naturally.
And how will I know which is the good half?
Because you know all of me so well.
Do I really? Do I really? Look in my eyes. Who do you see there? Someone you know, or just a stranger? If you are wise, you will see me there. Love overcomes our danger. Love meaning me. Love meaning me. Love can make all dreams come true. This is who I am.
Till later. My crazy angel.
Au revoir, my mad devil.
Are you completely sure, my darling, that this is what you want?
It's funny, Papa. I was about to ask Henry the same question.
Emma, can't you understand? It's you that I'm concerned for.
Oh, but don't be. You should be concerned for Henry. He's the one in need.
I'm only trying to protect you. What else would you have your father do? I think I would die if any harm should come to you. I'm scared, my child, because I'm going to lose you. I find it very hard to let you go.
Father, if you tried to, you could never lose me. Darling Father, I still love you more than you will ever know. But if you want our love to grow,
I know in time I have to let you go. Yes,
we mustn't be afraid of letting go. It's a lovely looking pair of gentlemen, I must say. Welcome to the Spider's Way. Show's about to start. My name's Nellie. Have a drink, look around. Find something you fancy.
This is hardly a respectable place, Henry.
John, I've had about as much respectability as I can take for one night. And, anyway, tonight is my bachelor night, and as my best man, you're supposed to give me a party.
I could be the party he's supposed to give you, Henry.
He meant a bachelor party.
Most of my parties are bachelors.
Come on, John. One drink. Where's your sense of adventure?
Oh, he's right, John. Good for you, Henry.
All right then, one quick pick-me-up.
Well, that's me, dear. One quick pick-me-up.
You never know, John. I may even find a subject for my experiment. A volunteer.
Well, that sounds like me, too.
I imagine this place has volunteers for all sorts of experiments.
You got that right, dear. Come on, Henry. Follow me.
As your lawyer, Henry, it is my duty to inform you that you are playing a very dangerous game.
As your doctor, John, it is my duty to inform you that I am in need of a very large drink.
There was a time, I don't know when, I didn't have much time for men, but this is now, and that was then. I'm learning. A girl alone, on her own, must try to heart of stone, so I try not to make it known my yearning. I try to show I have no need, I really do. I don't succeed. So let's bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin. Why wait another minute? Step this way. It's time for us no more time. Bring on the men. I always said that silken lace and black and red would drive a man right off his head. It's easy. Too many men, too little time. I want more. Is that rhyme? I don't know why you say that I'm too easy. They make me laugh. They make me cry. They make me sick. And God knows why. We say bring on and let the fun begin. A little touch, sin, I wait another minute. Step this way, it's time for us to play. They say we may not swing again. Let's waste no more time. Bring on the men. They break your heart. Break your soul. Feel your heart. And yet they somehow make you hot. What's that game? I suppose a rose by any other night. The perfume and bricks the same. I like to have a man for breakfast each day. I'm very social, I prefer it that way. Why didn't I feel I need a sandwich too much? So I ask over 2 men for lunch. And men are mad about my afternoon teas. They're quite informal, I just do to please. The triple deckers are my favorite ones. I'm also very partial to buns. I have the appetite that's strongest at night. My at-home dinners are my men friends' delight. When I ask how they are tellers die, they all come early, in bed by night. Why should tonight be different?
A gentleman customer, Lucy.
Not me.
Business before pleasure.
No worries, Spider. Pleasure is my business.
Quite right, my dear. And business is me pleasure. Be good to them, Luce. Some men knows quality when they sees it.
Hello, handsome. I'm Lucy. Got a name, brown eyes.
Henry?
Well, Henry, aren't you going to ask me what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this?
Actually, what are you doing in a place like this?
Well, I'll tell you. Once I made up my mind that Prince of Wales wasn't going to make me the Queen of England, I thought I'd look for something more romantic, which is why I chose this filthy, rotten rat hole for all my dreams to come true. Know what I mean?
I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you, Lucy. It may take longer than you think.
Don't I know it? I learned that the hard way. And I've decided there's only one way for my dream to come true, Henry. And that's if I bloody well make it come true.
Well, that's an enviable attitude. Could also lead you to trouble.
Everything I do leads to trouble. Always has. Seems to me, Henry, that what you need is the love of a good woman.
I've got that all right. Almost too good.
Too good? And maybe the love of a bad woman might suit you better. In which case, I'm available. Like most things in life, Henry, it's all a matter of money. You get what you pay for.
Anyway. Whew. It's getting quite late. I have to go. If any time you need a friend.
You never know. Thanks, Henry. Nelly! What's it say?
Dr. Henry Jekyll, 46 Army Street. I'm just what the doctor ruled today, Liz.
Who knows?
Socialising and a little more soliciting might prove more profitable for us both.
I do my best, sir.
No! Your best would have resulted in a satisfied customer. I don't give lodgings or responsibilities in any of me sister girls who sit around hobnobbing and drinking gin. They'll cost you 60% of your week's earnings instead of 50%.
Yes, I'm sorry. Can't win them all.
Well, lucky for you, I'm in a good mood tonight. I should come to you at midnight for me pleasures.
Lucky me. They say we may not pass this way again, so let's waste no more time.
Wait!
Bring on the men.
Henry, you've hardly spoken one word all the way home. Is something troubling you?
No, on the contrary, John. I'm in an unusually good mood.
Lately, that's as rare as a solar eclipse. Why?
John, I finally found a subject for my experiment.
Oh, you don't mean...
No, not her. You see, I've got a better idea. I'm going to be working quite late tonight.
Be careful. You've got a lot to lose. Think of the consequences.
If all I thought about were the consequences, mate, I'd never accomplish anything.
Well, I'm going home. I've already worked late tonight, trying to keep you out of trouble.
Good night, John. And watch out. Hyde Park is dangerous at night.
So are you, Henry. So are you. Be careful.
I started this alone. And I must finish it alone. This is the moment. This is the day when I sent all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. Is here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time. when the momentum and the momentum in a rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense. Alas, this is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming, have become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes a mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down. I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment. The odds that stay on never. I'll stick forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall moment for moment. This was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. September 13th, 2:16 a.m. The potion is ready. I started this alone, and I must finish it alone. I now know that I myself must be the subject of my experiment. I must be wise. I must try to analyze each change in me, everything I see. How will it be? Will I see the world through different eyes? Like a warning light, glimmering in red, like crimson bloodshed, shimmering in red. Beautiful and strange, see the colors change before my eyes. See how they dance and they sparkle like diamonds. At night, leading me out of the darkness and into the light. die is cast. Nothing left to do. Time alone can prove my theory's true. Show the world! 217. Consumed 50 centiliters of formula HJ7. Warm, pulse rate increasing rapidly. Heat spreading strongly through my veins. What's this? Something happening. Can't explain. Something inside me, a breathtaking pain. Devours, consumes me, and tries to something is taking hold. Suddenly, agony, filling me, killing me. Suddenly, out of breath, what is this? Is this death? Suddenly, look at me, killing me. Is this creature? Unexpected development. Forgive me, Dr. Jekyll, but I prefer to stand. Feeling of power and drive I have never known. I feel alive. Where does this feeling of power derive? Making me know why I'm alive. Like the night, it's a secret, sinister, dark, and unknown. I do not know what I see yet. I'll see it. Never have I felt so alive. There's no battle I couldn't survive. Feeling like this, feeling alive. Like the moon and an enigma, lost and alone in the night. Damned by some heavenly stigma, populating with a light. It's the feeling of being alive, filled with evil but truly alive. It's the true passion of being alive. It's the feeling of being Edward Hyde.
Hey! Gentleman here says he's a friend of yours. What do you say?
Since when?
Since I offered 5 guineas for the pleasure of your delectable friend there.
5 guineas? Blimey, you could have had the lot of us for that.
Yes. Well, I'm interested in quality, not quantity.
Yeah, he's a friend, all right. Take care of Champagne Charlie. He's a good girl.
You know what they say about a fool and his money?
It's the man who won't pay any price for what he wants who's a fool. You get what you pay for. You pay for what you get, eh, Lucy?
Do I know you? Got an name, bright eyes.
Hyde. Edward Hyde. I am the man, mark my words well, with whom you'll share heaven or hell.
Heaven I fancy is no place for me, and I can find hell on you. Seems I am destined to
I'm buying what you're selling. And you'll do as I say.
Oh, my bloody well done. You can keep your 5 minutes.
I'm all strapped behind bars of the zoo. Need to run up and free. But it's live for your breathing. The planet of me, yeah. Lust like a raging desire. It fills my own soul with its gas. Burning with primitive fire. Berserk.
I am sorry, but Miss Carew, Dr. Jekyll has given the strictest instructions that he is not to be disturbed under any circumstances. May I give him a message?
Yes, Paul. Tell him that the crazy angel needs to see him urgently.
And he will understand that, miss.
But if he doesn't, he's in even greater danger than he thinks. He won't see me. It's been 2 days now, John. I'm worried.
I am too. But you know Henry.
I thought I did, but maybe there's a part of him we're not meant to know.
I'll speak to Poole.
Mr. Utterson, you know I am completely devoted to Dr. Jekyll. I do not wish to judge him uncharitably, but there are extraordinary circumstances that I feel I must make you aware of.
Tell me everything, Poole. It's important.
Well, the doctor has been locked in his laboratory for the last 2 days. He's instructed me not to disturb him for any reason and to leave all of his meals outside the door.
You have not seen or spoken to him at all during this time?
No, sir, not once, but...
Carry on, Poole. It's all right. You'd hardly be disloyal in telling me.
Last night, I delivered his tray, as usual, and I noticed that yesterday's meal was still untouched. And from inside, I heard these noises, the strangest noises, and a voice I did not recognize. I heard him or it, or whatever it was from behind that door, weeping like an animal. Or a lost soul, crying out for some sort of medicine.
Paul, I need you to go to visit the apothecary. Get me these chemicals immediately, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Now, Paul, now.
Right away.
Henry, what in the devil's name has happened to you? You look like the wrath of God.
John, I don't need you to turn on me as well. More than ever now, I need a friend. Can't you see? Don't you know I've been through hell? Don't condemn what you don't comprehend.
Henry, I'm not questioning your motives here. But is what you are seeking worth the price? You've turned your back on everything you once held dear. You're choosing to ignore your friend's advice. You have your work and nothing more. You are possessed. What is your demon? You've never been this way before. You've lost the fire you built your dream on. There's something strange. There's something wrong. I see a change. It's like when hope dies. I who have known you for so long, I see the pain in your eyes. There was a time you lived your life, and no one lived the way that you did. You had a plan, you chose a wife, you saw your world as very few did. You had it all, the overall. You seem to know just what to live for, but now it seems you don't at all. You have your work and nothing more.
Father, you know Henry will just walk away. The only way he knows is straight ahead.
Emma, you've not heard a single word I've said. My fear is he's in over his head. He could lose control, and that I dread. There has been talk. They say he's gone too far. He's locked himself away in his own world. His madness is bizarre.
It is his work.
It's more than work. He's obsessed. The man is driven.
Just give him time. I ask no more. His work's a crime to be forgiven.
There's something strange, unless I'm blind. I see a change above his dark eyes.
It's not at all. Don't be unkind. The problem's all in your mind.
He's obsessed. The man is driven.
Just give him time. I ask no more. His work's a crime to be forgiven. Time to
I see a change above his dark eyes.
It's not at all. Don't be unkind. Problem's all in your
A young woman to see you, sir. The type one cannot mistake. She is without an appointment. I can send her away.
I can't see anyone there, Paul.
Very well. I can't imagine how she came to have your visiting card.
Paul, I'll see her.
What? Yes, sir.
Find his way. Still I pray, every day, Henry may find his way. I pray he may find his way.
I'm the one you met at the pub the other night. Remember? Lucy? Lucy Harris?
Of course I remember. What brings you here?
Said if I ever needed a friend. Pretty, isn't it? And this one, he enjoyed himself doing it too.
Come on.
Things like this happen where I come from. But you don't expect it from a gentleman.
A gentleman? What kind of a monster would do such a thing?
I won't forget his name in a hurry. Hyde. He calls himself Edward Hyde.
Why come to me?
You give me your name. I never had someone like you be nice to me before.
Why not go to the police?
The police? You're joking. With him being a gent who was going to listen to me. I'd be afraid of what he might do if he found out. He ain't human. He's a beast. He's not like you at all. Sympathy, tenderness, warm as the summer, offer me their embrace. Friendliness, gentleness, strangers to my life, they are there in his face. and kindness abound in this place. I am in love with the things that I see in his face. It's a memory I know time will never
Take care of yourself, Miss Harris.
If I don't, who will?
I'll have someone see you out.
Where have I heard that before?
If you need me, ever need me, this is where I'll be.
I peer through windows, watch life go by, dream of tomorrow, and wonder why the past is holding me, keeping life at bay. I wander lost in yesterday, wanting to fly, but scared to try. But if someone like you loved someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing and I'd feel so alive. If someone like you loved me. So many secrets
very thoughtful of our friend the spider to arrange these little rendezvous for us right here. It makes such a pleasant change from all my charity work.
Long as you have a good time, Your Grace, that's all that matters to me. Of course, I don't do it for charity.
Well, well, well. It warms my heart to know that romance still blossoms in the sewers of London. If it isn't the Romeo of the cloth and the Juliet of the gutter, a truly pretty pair.
How dare you speak to me like that, sir?
How dare you, sir?
Do you know who I am?
I know exactly who you are. You're Basil, the 14th Bishop of Basingstoke. You're on the board of governors of St. Jude's Hospital, and you, sir, an obscene, self-indulgent, malevolent, malignant, hypocrite. Live by the cross! Die by the cross.